what's going on, guys? It is Cynnnical, and today for you guys I wanted to talk about D23. I've been getting a ton of different questions to do with the event and the expo, just merely because of the fact that we are crawling closer and closer and closer and closer to the actual event itself. It is happening, I believe, on August 14th, and it runs till the 16th, and most notably the Kingdom Hearts goodness, the Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff is going to be shown on the 16th, I believe, which is the last day for the actual expo. But you know, we're coming up to this event mighty fast. It's just around the corner, so yeah, it's only really natural that a lot of you guys are coming at me, you know, on the YouTube comments, Ask FM, Twitter, with all sorts of different questions, and I wanted to go over two specific things in particular today, talking about D23 as well as, you know, like Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously. So the first thing I want to talk about is I've been getting this like heaps. Like, my Ask FM box has just been filled up with different questions to do with this specific question, and that is, Cynnnical, do you think that, you know, if Square Enix go ahead and show a new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer at D23, do you think that it will be a trailer that will be released to the public, or do you think that it will be a trailer shown behind closed doors? Now, first of all, I just want to go over the phrase, you know, behind closed doors, because not everyone knows the phrase, so let's quickly go over that. Behind closed doors basically means that the company, the, you know, whatever they are, organization, they end up showing a new sort of footage, trailer, whatever it is, you know, behind closed doors, meaning that it's exclusive to the people who make it in physical form to the actual event or expo itself, meaning that the trailer is only shown to those who turn up and not to the public. So this has actually happened with Kingdom Hearts 3 before. In case you guys don't know, back in December, there was a Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix launch event, and out of the blue, like randomly, there was a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer shown there, and shortly after the event, it was announced that yes, that footage was only to be shown to those who attended the event, and they had, you know, basically no plans to show it to the public. And still to this day, we haven't seen that trailer, and I do not believe that we'll ever see that trailer that was shown there. So it has been done before, and could it be done again? Well, you guys probably should remember that I ended up making a video similar to this, talking about behind closed doors stuff before E3, like a couple of days, you know, before E3. The thing with E3 is, though, that it's hardly ever that, you know, different companies and organizations show footage and trailers behind closed doors at E3. Like, it's very rare that they do that. You know, a big thing with E3 is different conferences winning over the entire show. So, like, you know, if the public isn't watching, which is a huge, you know, huge majority of, in terms of, you know, people putting out their opinions towards, you know, what sort of conference won the show, you know, if they didn't show it to the public, then that would sort of negate a lot of the majority of people. So it's very rare that, you know, different companies decide to do things behind closed doors at E3. However, looking at D23, however, you know, it isn't an event like, you know, it's not an event like E3, and it tends to be with these smaller events that are specific to, you know, a small range of games, or a game in particular, or a franchise or something. It does tend to be that sometimes, you know, they will decide to show it only to the people who turn up to the event itself. You know, it's exclusive to the actual attendees of the expo or the event. And D23 is one of those type of things. You know, it's not a gaming event, it is a strict Disney event, alright? So let's look back at D23 2013. Was there a trailer shown there? Of course there was. Was it shown behind closed doors? No, it wasn't. However, the people that turned up to the event were able to see the footage first, and then I believe like it was 1 or 2 days later that the footage was displayed to the public and, you know, uploaded on YouTube, etc., and then everybody else got to see it. But what still remains is the people who ended up turning up to the event, they got to see it first, which was like a huge sort of, you know, bonus and benefit to actually going to the event itself. So do I believe that this year you know, at D23. It's looking like there is probably going to be a new trailer showing in a couple of weeks, but do I think that that trailer is going to be shown behind closed doors? It's sort of hard to tell. I don't necessarily think that there will be a behind closed doors thing at D23, mainly because of the fact that Square Enix knows now that people are, you know, dying for more, Kingdom Hearts 3. He said so much different information at E3 itself, and from that, you know, he could probably see like the amount of, you know, hype behind Kingdom Hearts 3. So I don't think Square Enix are really in the position now to show things behind closed doors, and most definitely I do believe that the same sort of trend will follow like 2013's D23. You know, I think that they will show it first at D23 Anaheim to the people who obviously make it to the event, and then like 1 or 2 days later they'll obviously release it to the public. Tetsuya Nomura also mentioned at E3 that they have a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 footage to show, and for E3 they could only actually select a small amount. So it definitely makes sense for Square Enix to actually show this next upcoming trailer towards the public rather than behind closed doors, to get people's attention towards the upcoming new installment. So I don't believe for any second that the next trailer will be shown behind closed doors. Now this sort of brings me on to the second thing I wanted to talk about, and that is live streaming. Tons of people have come to me and they're like, yo, Cynnnical, do you think you'll be live streaming D23? So as you guys would know, during the time of E3 I ended up streaming most of the conferences, and most notably I ended up streaming the Square Enix conference, to which we got the new Kingdom Hearts 3 footage. Now obviously the turn up to that was crazy, guys, and I want to thank you all for making it to that live stream. It was crazy. We got over like 3,000 live viewers, and that so far is you know, my biggest amount of viewers at one time. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, will you be doing the same with D23? Now, in 2013, there was no live stream of D23, and I think the same thing's going to follow this year. I don't believe that there will be a live stream of the actual event, which means that if there is no official live stream of the event, it means that I can't live stream it myself. So yeah, and sort of the same thing follows. I mean, I think that's a big reason why people would actually go to the event, is to actually see the footage first, and then the public gets to see it like, you know, a day later or whatever. So that would sort of, it wouldn't make sense to add a live stream in. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to go over today, guys. Two things in particular. I mean, I've been getting these questions left, right, and center, so I thought I'd just do a video to sort of go over them and all good things like that. Otherwise, guys, I know that we're all very freaking excited for D23 in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it is. It's not too long away. It's like a week and a half away. So I know that we are so super excited. Now, what is happening is, I know that a few people who follow me on Twitter are actually going to the event itself, which is super exciting. So to anybody who's actually going to D23 Anaheim, have fun, guys. Really, have fun. Have a great time. But I do know that a few people who are actually going there, who follow me on Twitter, they said that they're actually going to be tweeting out, if there is like the new footage, they'll tweet out the different sort of features and details of that footage to me. So on the day of the actual showcasing of this apparent new Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, information, news, or perhaps even footage, I know that a ton of people are actually going to be tweeting at me about this new stuff, so I'll be sure to use that information, make a video on the day, and then hopefully the day later, that information or possible trailer will be released to the public, and then, you know, we can jump into the whole swing of the video thing about it. Otherwise, guys, I just wanted to go over these things, so hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. What are you most excited for to do with D23, and what are you hoping for from the actual expo itself? Leave your response in the comment section below, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.